Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and this video is brought to you through the EA Game Changers program because I actually got early access to The Sims 4 Cottage Living. This is also being played on an early build. If anything changes, which fingers crossed it will be before release, because there are a couple of odd tagged items in Create a Sim. But yeah, we're going to be going through Create a Sim. I'm not going to be really talking too much about the aspiration or the traits. We get one aspiration, which is country caretaker, and we get two new traits, which are animal enthusiast and lactose intolerant. Both of those traits are available for kid sims as well, but I go over all of that in more detail and how it affects your gameplay in my gameplay overview. So let's move on to the clothes. Oh, I also know a ton of you are going to ask whether there's any other likes and dislikes. Unfortunately, they have not been updated for this pack, so there isn't anything new to like or dislike. I mean, I would have assumed like farming would have been there, but it is not. There's also not going to be face cam in this video because I'm kind of just watching the footage back that I took whilst I had my hands-on period. So first of all, we have this afro textured bun, which is really nice. I think this is the first time we've seen an afro textured hairstyle like that, which I really love the texture on it. There are specific sims who wear it. The woman who actually owns the pub has that specific hairstyle. I really like it. I'm not really a big fan of the headdress one. The fascinator looks like Ladies' Day. I'm not a fan of it. I quite like the bob, but it doesn't feel new to me, the one with the fringe. This plait, again, I absolutely love this. I know there's going to be some great custom content that actually comes out of that plait, but it doesn't feel too different. I do like the strands though, and it has like a little ribbon on it. Agnes's like attachment, I keep fascinator. It's a fascinator. These Dutch braids, I'm sorry to anyone I may have offended for saying French plaits. I would have really liked a version of these with and without baby hairs, personally. Super cute and also tiny. I feel like we don't get plaits that small. This bun, the curls are incredible. The curl definition throughout this pack, they've clearly been plopping. They've been looking after their curls. I love this hairstyle as well. It does look similar to stuff that we already have, but I feel like it's so like flat to the head, like in a sense that it flops down instead of like having massive height to it. It's so usable. I love it. I hated this pixie cut when I saw it on the animal caretaker. However, on like feminine framed sims, it looks adorable. Like, I don't want to say manic pixie dream girl, but it's a really nice hair. I'm not really a big fan of this one. I know this one's been getting a lot of love on Twitter. Honestly, I just think it looks like super like stuck to the head. I also hate hairs that like stick out too much, like when you view a sim from their side profile, and that one definitely does. This one with the bandana, my second favorite, I would say, after the curly bun. Obviously, you can't change the color of the bandana. It only changes with the hair swatches, which is kind of a disappointment. This just looks like custom content though. Like, I already have this in my game from custom content creators. Not that I'm complaining, because I love this hairstyle and it's nice to have an official one now. Moving on to hats, we have this like paperboy cap, which is very big in like Yorkshire, the farmlands of England. I mean, I'm not going to get too much use out of it, but it's there. We also have this sun hat, which is actually quite cute. I really like the look of this sun hat. I love the detail on the back. I feel like it differentiates itself from like a lot of the sort of sun hats that we have. This one is horrific. I hate it. It was obviously made for the mayor, so like I doubt you're gonna get a lot of use out of this. I don't like where it sits on the Sims head. Like, it feels super low down, which I never complain about in the Sims 4 because usually they sit so high. Ignore the fact that she has her bandana on underneath this beanie. This beanie is majestic. It's legit the item that I'm gonna get the most use from from in this pack looks so modern, which I love. Little llama earrings, very cute. Novelty earrings, very gay. We love to see it. Kind of look handmade. The sunflowers, I would die for. Seriously, I want to get my ears pierced and have these daisies and sunflowers. Again, the strawberries are so cute. I love the size of these. I feel like so many Sims earrings are oversized, and the strawberries are just perfect. They come in like a red, a cherry, and a white. These glasses, to die for. Love the color swatches on the glasses recently. You have a lot of like rose golds, you have a lot of golds and silvers. They come in like a shaded variant and then also just a plain glass variant. We obviously have your pearls for those Sims who are gonna be clutching their pearls when their favorite rabbit gets eaten off the farm by a fox. I mean, there's a short variant which only has one colour, which I think was made for Agnes, and then a longer set that has actual multiple swatches on it. Whilst we're running through the tops, I kind of want to summarise what we do get. So for the feminine frame Sims, we get 12 hairs, 4 hats, 3 sets of earrings, 1 pair of glasses, 2 necklaces, 13 tops, 8 bottoms, 15 outfits, 1 bracelet, 1 gloves, 1 socks, and 7 shoes. And those of you who much prefer modest clothing are gonna be happy to note that we only actually have 2 crop tops in this expansion pack. Who knew the Sims team had it in them? You don't need to show off those little bellies. There's a lot of like baggy stuff, which I personally really like. I feel like we don't get baggy fitting clothing enough in The Sims 4, and the women definitely get more of like the cottage core. You will see like a lot of baggy cardigans. The one with the mushroom is my favorite. Look at how adorable this is. I absolutely love it. It's like cute and cozy, which I constantly say I've had enough of in The Sims 4 recently. Like the last like 7 packs have been cute and cozy, but like when it's cute and cozy that has patterns and like trends that we haven't seen in the game before, I can live with it. This is one of the crop tops. I mean, it's pretty basic, but I actually do really like it. This jumper, I have to say, did just remind me of something that we got with Nifty Knitting, like looks very similar. However, some of the swatches are very, very cute on it. I really like the one with the flowers. The plain swatches, meh, I probably could have done without, but like, I mean, I'm not going to complain about having plain swatches. So yeah, the girls kind of edge more to like a cottage core. It's not really like UK farming, I wouldn't say, which is weird because when we get into the masculine tagged stuff, I feel like they get way, way more like traditional country vibes, like Cotswolds, Yorkshire, whereas the feminine Sims definitely get like a cottagecore cuteness, which is actually really disappointing. I would have liked to see this carried over to the masculine frame Sims. The fact that we do not have this sweater vest available for masculine frame Sims and the feminine really doesn't fit that well. Honestly, Sims team, who do I need to send simoleons to get that sweater vest fitted better on masculine Sims before release? Because I need it. So there's like 2 that I would say are more countrified, you know, with like a body warmer, a turtleneck, and they're not like the most interesting. So I could kind of see why you would choose cottagecore over more of like a UK farming sim, just because like, you know, I don't want all of my Sims acting like Tories, walking around in barber jackets. I personally would much prefer more of a cottagecore, which is what we got. I will say some of them fit like a little strange. I feel like baggy clothing like definitely needs to be looked into in The Sims 4 just to make it fit a bit more realistically. We have this corduroy skirt, which honestly feels like a skirt that we've had in the last like 6 packs. I feel like University had a skirt like that. I like the detail, but it's not great. We have these, I'm sure there's a specific word for this pattern of shorts. I don't know it. I know how disappointing being English, not knowing my origins. I like the shorts. Again, they feel like kind of like like countryside. I feel like Kate Middleton, if she was like helping out on a farm for a day, would wear that sort of stuff. Also, like kind of vibes of like hunting, which these trousers are not my favorite. I do like some of the swatches. I don't think they fit that great. I think we have like that length trouser that fits better. We have this long skirt, which is actually I was gonna say super cute. I like the patterns on it. I don't really like the plain swatches of it, but I'm all for having longer skirts. Again, this one with the buttons down the middle just feels like a skirt we've had in the last 7 packs. Nothing about it screams different to me. I'm not a huge fan of these jeans. I love the jeans themselves. I hate the belt. The belt is awful. I wish we had a different belt. These ones, I think, are meant to be tagged for masculine Sims. I don't think they're meant to be fitted for feminine Sims because they look very slouchy and they definitely look better on mask Sims. And then we have a second pair of shorts, which are a little bit smarter. You know, I can't really see you wearing these on the farm, kind of more to like pop into town. I really like them. I think they're quite formal, which is quite nice. When it comes to the full body outfits, I am so half and half with this Create a Sim, like genuinely. Some of it I think is so cute. I definitely prefer the pattern stuff over the like plain swatches. Like some of it I'm just like, oh, it feels too old school, and then other parts I'm like, oh, this feels so nice. So I really am divided, especially when it comes to the full body for feminine Sims. This dress is gorgeous, a little cute like tie sundress. The freaking patterns are adorable. This little like jumpsuit playsuit dungarees set is really nice, super athletic. I also think this is great if you have your Sims wear maternity clothing. Like, I'm not saying that anyone who's like pregnant or you can't wear that if you're not pregnant, but it's great for maternity wear. I feel like this checkered dress with the t-shirt underneath is beautiful, stunning. Wouldn't want anything more or less done on that. We have this little outfit which the grocer actually wears. I can't really see your Sims getting much use out of this unless like you want to set up your own selling tables and stuff, so like maybe it would be good for that. This dress owns my whole heart. Just wait until you see one of the swatches. The black swatch is life-changing. Please show it. There. Oh my god. Look at how beautiful she is. Honestly, feels like a TikTok freaking trend. I love her. This is like another dress that I really like. Definitely feels reminiscent of the strawberry dress that made its way onto TikTok. Obviously not as big. I really like them though. I love like the meshiness of them on the top. We have this, which definitely screams nightie. I don't know why it's in everyday wear. Like, it definitely just feels like a nightie, and my Sims would not be seen caught dead in it. However, some of the colour swatches are cute. I was looking at the rust one and I was like, oh, maybe my Sim could wear this every day. Another set of dungarees, a short variant that has like a fox on the pocket. I'm never going to complain about having more dungarees because I personally love them. We have this dress, which is kind of more on the formal side. I really like the way it looks. Again, Create a Sim has been killing the cohesiveness recently, and I feel like the team have kept up with that. I love all the Peter Pan colors. I love all the color swatches. There's definitely like your more neutral tones like rust and greens. There's black and white of almost every single item, and then you know you've got your more like fun colors like your pastels and stuff like that. So I really like the way that Create a Sim has been super cohesive recently. These outfits I hate, like anything to do with like the crumple bottom, the Maya outfit. The freaking texture on them looks weird as hell. It actually looks like not even Maxis match. I don't know what it is about the textures, they just really throw me off. I'll never get use out of them. And then finally we have another like smooth fitting nightie. Again, I don't know if I would have my Sims personally wear this in their everyday wear. It's like cute to have as a nightie, which a couple of these things I'm like, ooh, how much use are you going to get out of them in like everyday scenarios rather than just like living in Henford-on-Bagley or having a farmer sim. We have a bracelet, I mean, it's pretty naff. I'm not the biggest fan of it. We have some gardening gloves, which, I mean, they're gardening gloves. These, I'm fairly sure, aren't meant to have a shiny texture. They do have a shiny texture, which I think is strange. Hopefully that's fixed. This was one of the items that I was talking about. Everyone was seeing this in their game and it was weird as heck. Moving on to shoes, we have like Mary Jane's. Is that what you call these type of shoes? I feel like it is. A heeled, like we've seen it thousands of times over. I actually quite like these wedges. I put a lot of my feminine Sims in wedges. These like granny heels are disgusting. Again, they're sort of made for like Agnes and the mayoral role. I just think it's weird how you can get like the mayoral stuff in Create a Sim and yet we didn't get like a mayor career or anything. It's very weird to me. And then finally we have some little slip-on kind of Chelsea boots, but not as like posh as Chelsea boots. They're just sort of like short wellies and then long wellies, which I actually really like both of the wellies that come in this pack. Usually I don't really like the way that wellies look in The Sims, but I think they're cute. And then we have sort of like work boots, which honestly just look like the boots that we literally just got in Dream Home Decorator. Masculine Sims. 3 hairs, 2 beards, 3 hats, 11 tops, 2 bottoms, 6 outfits, and 3 shoes. A lot less than the women, even though the Sims team told us that they had apparently equated it equally between masc and femme. I do like the curly hair on the lads as well. This twist hairstyle is so good. I absolutely love this hairstyle. How we've not had it in the game up until this point is beyond me, but hey, it's there now. I personally think it looks great. And then we have short back and sides, big quiff, you know. I like the way that this sits on the Sim's head. The fade actually goes higher up on the head, which I like. Doesn't feel all that different from a lot of the stuff that we've got. I say 2 beards. It's technically 1 beard, it's just that there's 2 versions of it. Like, there's kind of more grey in the one on the right than the one on the left. So technically only 1 beard, so you can't really count this as 2 separate assets. And the difference isn't even that much, especially on like the lighter toned beards. But it's a nice fitting beard. I still am holding out for that afro-textured facial hair. Accessories, pretty much the same as the feminine Sims, but this horrific hat. I hate everything about this. I hate the fit of it. It looks like a Robin Hood hat, and like, I don't know if this was based off a real hat, but I've never seen anyone wear a hat like that. Like, I feel like it probably was like maybe like a hunting hat or something, but I hate it. And it would also explain why I've never seen it if it was based off a hunting hat, because I've never been hunting and I never wish to, and I never wish to be around people who go hunting. So like I said, the Mask Sims definitely have more of like a farmer vibe. There are some baggier clothing. This cardigan is really nice. I've been saying that masculine Sims need baggier and looser clothing, which I feel was done in this pack, which I'm really happy to talk about and admit that I like the direction that it's going. However, no sweater vest, which, like I said, again, is absolutely criminal. I also feel like the masculine Sims could have had a few of the cardigans that the feminine fitted Sims had, because I tried them on and they didn't look great. They have that like underboob shadow and they make the men's waist stick out like loads when you put a feminine frame thing on a masculine frame sim. I just feel like the guys could have had that cottagecore realness as well, and they absolutely did not, which was so disappointing. This jumper though, hands down, one of my favorite assets. I love it. I love the pixel cows and the pixel foxes. It reminds me of one of those like Instagram jumpers that you see advertised all the time. I really love this one with the collar. This again is one of my favorite assets in the whole pack. I think it's adorable. I love the color swatches. A rolled up shirt over a Henley jumper. Like, how many times have we seen this for the guys? I just feel like we need to get more experimental. This shirt is so cute, but I was expecting, once again, mushroom variants, you know, cottagecore variants. No, there's just flowers, which makes it look like a shirt from Jungle Adventure. And I know some of you are like, Molly, not everyone owns every pack. Like, obviously these assets are nice to have like every so often because not everyone has every pack, which is absolutely fair. But like this shirt, Snowy Escape, what was that? One expansion pack ago. Genuinely just looks like something that could have been in Snowy Escape. I think it's fine to like filter stuff through when you feel as if we hadn't had something for a long time, but like when you're getting it repetitively, not a good look, you know? These jeans, again, like baggy jeans, okay? These jeans, absolutely love. Love the fit of them, absolutely hate the belt. It's the same as what I said for the feminine sims. We have this outfit which comes with like a quilted jacket. This is what you will see on the creature keeper. I actually really like this. I think it's very cute. I actually much prefer the I much prefer the full body fits. I prefer a couple of the full body fits. I feel like Mask Create Sim shines in full body because they do get a little bit more experimental. I absolutely love these braces. I know we have braces in a couple of packs, however, a lot of them are like very proper, whereas I feel like this is like very, not really like English country. I would say this is more like Americanized, like Southern country, but I really, really like it. We have the little apron again. I love the cartoons on these aprons, but I can't really see getting loads of use out of them because unless you're doing like errands or like you set it specifically if you're collecting your eggs. This outfit I'm not a big fan of. I just don't like the blazer. I honestly think I would have preferred that without the corduroy blazer if it was just the dungarees. And then we have a PJ set, which is quite nice. You know, a little house coat, a little dressing gown over PJs. Looks great. Kind of wish we had more like plain swatches, but hey, I'm always a fan of more PJs. And then for the shoes, they have the same sort of like short Wellingtons. They have the same work boots, and then they have the same wellies, which are actually super cute. They remind me of like hunter wellies. Kiddos, I actually just took the tag off, so everything you see here is for, I'm just gonna say, both genders in Create a Sim, just because I didn't want to like sort by gender for the kiddos. So we have most of the hairstyles that you can have for adults. I'm not going to show them off too much just because we've seen them all on their adult counterparts. They actually don't get anything that's just for children in this pack, which I never really have any qualms about them taking the adult assets and adding them to kids, because I think that just allows more variance for the kids. The kids don't get any of the hairstyles that have like the fascinators, which makes sense because like what kid is going to keep a fascinator on, especially if they're like out in the countryside running around farming. We have this little cardigan, which is cute. I feel like we've seen it a lot of times though. Like we have a lot of like this sort of fitting cardigan. We have a little body warmer. This is definitely reminiscent of the adult mask one that we have. I always like more body warmers. I don't know what it is. I never really wear them in real life, but I do enjoy actually putting them on my Sims. This little frilly top, which honestly I would have preferred it without the bow, but it's cute. This shirt, why does this shirt not exist for adult males but exists for kids? This is what I meant by like, the guys didn't get anything cottagecore and they deserved it. This little jumper is well cute. I think this is adorable. I definitely think this pack is gonna suit like Discover University and Seasons, and also maybe, no, not really Snowy Escape. Probably Seasons the most. Like, I feel like if you have this in Seasons, gameplay is going to be really nice, and also like Create a Sim is going to supplement each other very, very well between those two packs. We have disappointed with the trousers. All we get is these like little leggings, which aren't actually even classed as leggings. They're classed as like actual trousers, which I think is a little strange to me personally. I would have preferred them in the leggings category. We have this little apron, which I have qualms because kids can't own like their own lemonade stand and stuff like that, and this would have been adorable if they could sell their own produce. Technically they can if they harvest stuff and have a selling table, but like, where are my lemonade stands? These little dungarees are adorable. I love the checks on them. The long dungarees, again, adorable. I love the look of the leather straps. That feels really different and also super trendy for The Sims 4, which I'm not used to saying those two things in the same sentence. And then a third pair of dungarees, which look more like an athletic, like leisure sort of pair of dungarees. They are very reminiscent of the feminine adult dungarees that we have. Definitely aren't like denim, just like they look like a soft cotton, which I really like, because again, if your Sims are going to be, if your kids are now going to be helping out in the garden, just come into base game, which is exciting, they can obviously get down and dirty in the dungarees. My voice is going. I've talked for too long. Toddlers pretty much get all the same hairstyles, I think, as the kids that we have just seen. Again, makes sense that toddlers don't have access to the fascinators. Toddlers get 9 hairs, 3 tops, 2 bottoms, 5 full body outfits, and 1 pair of shoes. They have this little top, which is super cute. I mean, adorable. Who isn't gonna? I just think all the toddler stuff is adorable. Like, literally in any pack ever, I feel like you're gonna get so much use out of toddler stuff, because no matter what you put on, it's gonna look cute on this little like bundle of joy. My froggy backpack, oh my god, Sims team, or anyone who has an Etsy, anyone who's good at making things, can you slide into my DMs and like give me a quote for how much you would want to be paid for a froggy backpack, because I will take it. I want it. We have this little jumper, which is super cute, fits really well. The neck's a little bit like scruffy, like it's kind of like dragged off to the side, which I actually don't mind, because like, again, sort of playing in the dirt, getting their hands dirty, like I feel like a rambunctious scamp on a farm would have a jumper that's a bit ski-with. These shorts are adorable little scalloped shorts, and then these like little jeans which have some checked variants, and then also just some like plain corduroy. Really, really love the way that they look. Kind of wish that we had these trousers for kids and also adults. It's not very often that I'm jealous. Also the froggy backpack, like that would have been great to have for kids as well. Toddler full body outfits, best assets of the pack, hands down. Look at this dress, got loads of like little rabbits and like carrots on. Think they're adorable. Peter Pan collars, dungarees, look how cute they are. It does feel very like toddler stuff meets Seasons. I'm not going to personally complain about that, because I think everything that is there for the toddlers is done super, super well. I'm a really big fan. Look at the little britches. Oh my goodness. I love this toddler so much. Like, so stinking cute. The big nicks with the little cow top, adorable. This is what I mean by it's like reminiscent of toddler stuff. I feel like we haven't had like big nicks for toddlers in a really long time. And then again, another set of PJs, which kids are the only ones who didn't get a new set of PJs, which I feel is definitely a missed opportunity. Like, why does every other age category get a pair of pajamas, but not our kiddos? Sims team, Come on now. And then I kind of just want to talk about how I feel about Create a Sim. I'm very half and half. Some of the assets I absolutely love, can see me using them so frequently. And then mainly for like feminine, like teens and above, some of them I'm very like, ooh, this is very like tied to Henford on Bagley. I feel like it's gonna be weird seeing townies walk around in some of the assets. I feel like I actually, and I don't say this very often, feel like masculine tag stuff might be a little bit more usable than the feminine tag stuff. Don't come for me, don't at me, it's just the way I feel about it. This is obviously all like personal preference. Some extremely baggy stuff, which I am very happy about. I definitely feel like we need to play with like how clothes fit on The Sims a bit more. Also, very earthy, neutral tones, and then you're more like pastel, which I'm happy with the cohesiveness. I've already said that. Happy with the color swatches. I think the patterns are exquisite in this pack. Like, really big fan of the pattern stuff, which I don't usually say very often. Usually I say the plain stuff is like way more usable. However, I feel like the Sims team did like really well on choosing the patterns to go for on this pack. It is once again comfy cozy. It feels different enough to me, especially with like a lot of the patterns. Like I say, I think that's really where it helps out, and like the stitching and stuff, like the mushrooms and the flowers and stuff, makes it feel different enough to not have that usual comfy cozy vibe. But again, just like disappointed with the masculine. Like, I had my mask sim try on the feminine tag stuff and it didn't look great on them. Like, it kind of brings their waist out an awful lot, and I think that's because of like the baggy fit on the feminine frame, so it makes it look even bigger on a masculine frame. And I just think like the boys got undercut here. I feel like they could have had a lot more cutesy stuff, and yeah, it might not have been everyone's forte. One, it would have filled out the catalogue a bit more, and it just would have been really nice to see like masculine frames getting something that isn't like, you know, like super hardy, like, oh yeah, I'm a farmer, like I would have loved a lot of the cardigans and things like that for the masculine frames. So I definitely think that was a missed opportunity when it comes to Create a Sim. It definitely felt like more traditional Yorkshire farmer, like, you know, rolled up sleeves, check shirts, barber jackets, and body warmers, which I get that it's a farming pack, but like, you could have opened it up a little bit more. But thank you all so much for tuning in. There's also a new base game hairstyle, which I think is coming with the patch. It was in this game, so I'm assuming it's coming with the patch before this releases, which is really nice. Another afro textured hairstyle, which I am a big fan of. I think it looks sick. Let me know what you think about Create a Sim. What are your favorite pieces? What do you think was a missed opportunity? Speaking of missed opportunities, I'm gonna have a video up probably on Sunday going through my thoughts on this pack, what I feel like it needed, what I feel like it was done really well. I'm looking forward to having a think on those things and just being able to talk about it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you to EA Game Changers for giving me early access. I'm gonna stop talking because honestly, my throat hurts. I've tried so much cow shite throughout this video. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Love you all. We'll speak to you all soon.